Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Have a roll call.
Richard Cardone, present.
Marai Bryan, present. Olivia Montgomery, present.
Darlene Brown, present. Denny.
Dennis Beck, present. Audio's a little rough.
Okay, we'll go to 1.2, Pledge of Allegiance, presentation of colors by Mojave High School, JROTC. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Hey, anyone is present, please make sure that you sign in the attendance sign-in sheet. Call to the audience. Do we have any slips? Okay. All righty, we're going to go to the 1.5, approval of the agenda. Get a motion?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
It has been approved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Superintendent's report, 1.6. Dr. Richards?
Madam President, members of the board, we have our students of the month, and we also have some benchmark data that our principals will be presenting. Mr. Moore, would you please present CRUHSD Academy Student of the Month?
Good evening, board. So CRUHSD Academy Student of the Month, big congratulations to Riley Keith. Don't think Riley was able to make it tonight. I want to see if he snuck in there. But Riley is our first graduate of the year at CRUHSD Academy. He's completed all of his course requirements just this past month and has really consistently demonstrated exceptional focus, respect, and dedication through his time at the Academy. He approaches his studies and interactions with peers and staff with maturity and a positive attitude, setting a strong example for his classmates. Looking ahead, Riley plans to move back to his hometown in Alaska after the graduation ceremony, where he will continue his education and pursue new opportunities up there. His commitment to learning and professional growth makes him a standout member of the CRUHSD Academy community. Congratulations to our Student of the Month, Riley Keith. Awesome. Riley's not.
And stay up there and tell us about River Valley High School Student of the Month, please.
All right, a big congratulations. River Valley High School Student of the Month is Robert Summerlin. Come on up here, sir. So Robert has consistently demonstrating outstanding leadership and dedication through his time at River Valley High School. He has served as the student body treasurer this year and class treasurer for the past 3 years at River Valley. He has played a key role in managing and organizing student activities with responsibility and integrity. In addition to his leadership roles, Robert is the vice president of the National Honor Society at River Valley, where he helps to coordinate important community service events such as highway cleanups. Beyond school organized activities, he is deeply committed to giving back, volunteering his time with veterans at the Senior Center and supporting our local elementary schools. Looking ahead, Robert plans to attend Mojave College for 1 year after graduation before transferring to either Yale, UCLA, or the University of Advancing Technology, UAT, to pursue a degree in computer programming. Robert exemplifies what it means to be a dust devil, an exceptional leader and a true role model for his peers. Congratulations to our Student of the Month, Robert Summerlin. Congrats, buddy. Here's that for you. Come on over here.
Congratulations. Ms. Gianna Moore, would you present Mojave High School Student of the Month?
Good evening. I get to speak with you a couple times tonight, but this is by far my biggest privilege tonight. Our Student of the Month is Sistine Angerbauer. Sistine, you want to come up with me? So this is Sistine, and the Renaissance word of the month is joy. And Sistine's last name might have the word anger in it, but she is far from it. She exuberates joy day in and day out. She makes sure to say hello to everyone and to wave. She makes you feel seen and acknowledged. Sistine is always willing to participate in activities. She's even the champion of one of our back-to-school activities. We are so proud to have you on campus every day with us. This is our Student of the Month, Sistine.
Congratulations. Board members can join for a picture. Moms and dads, if you want to come up and get a picture, please do. Congratulations.
Great job.
Mr. Moore, will you present River Valley High School's benchmark data, please?
Yes, sir. All right, Madam President, members of the board. When I was getting ready for this presentation, I began to get super excited, to be honest with you. We've accomplished a lot of very impressive things at River Valley High School this year so far, and I think we've got a lot of good news to share, so here we are. First, I want to give a little update on CRUHSD Academy. Little background information on this. So, before I got to CRUHSD Academy back in February, CRUHSD Academy was identified as a school that needed comprehensive school improvement help from ADE. That has been going on for the past 3 years. What we like to call it at CRUHSD Academy is we were on probation, okay, essentially. This year, if improvement was not made, specifically a 66.67% graduation rate achieved, the Academy would have been identified as MRO, or a more rigorous option, which we like to call at CRUHSD Academy is double probation. When I got to CRUHSD in February, I spoke with our ADE representative, and she let us know that we had to make drastic efforts to be able to achieve that goal of 67%. We were sitting in the 50s when I got there. So me and the CRUHSD Academy team put together what's called senior focus groups. It was a little idea I had where each of us got 15 to 20 seniors, that includes the teachers at CRUHSD Academy and administration, me and Mr. B, and where we mentored them, we helped them, we encouraged them, we got them the help that they needed in their classes. And with that, it was actually a very successful program. For example, in 2021, CRUHSD Academy's graduation rate was a 30.56%. In 2022, CRUHSD Academy's graduation rate was a 52.31%. In 2023, it was a 55.67%. And I'm happy to say in 2025, so it's the fifth year cohort, so the 2024 seniors, we got that up to a 70.68%. It's fantastic. I couldn't have done it without the CRUHSD Academy staff. We worked hard on these seniors, and we are now officially, we received our letter from ADE. We are no longer on probation, and we're moving in the right direction. So some good news for CRUHSD Academy. Another thing from CRUHSD Academy in my last presentation, I talked about how our focus was to increase the amount of active minutes that students were working online. So what we noticed is that students were getting about, on average, 600 to 650,000 minutes a month. That's all the students at the academy. In March, that's about what they got. In April, that's about what they got. In May, it dropped off a little bit. I think it's the senioritis kicking in there. But in August, that's where we really started pushing our kids, and we got over 750,000 active minutes. So about 100,000 minute increase. Then in September, we've almost reached 1 million active minutes online. All of the interventions that we put through, Mr. B's support over there as the Dean of Students and our teachers are getting kids online, and it's fantastic. So just some good news on CRUHSD Academy there. Now to go over some good news for River Valley High School for the benchmark data. So I wanted to compare this year's benchmark data to kind of give me a base of where we were in the past. So I brought up the fall midterm data from 2024 to compare it with the fall midterm data from 2025. As you can see, our English department, every grade level increased their percent of students passing these classes from last year to this year. I do want to point out too that some of these teachers are first-year teachers. They're brand new, and they've came in and they've really embraced PLC process. They've embraced creating relationships with the students, and it's showing in their benchmark data. Math, also, every single subject area increased their benchmark data when compared to last year's fall midterm. Now, we do have some areas that still need improvement. Algebra 2, it's right around a 50% this year. Before that, it was really low, under 20%. And geometry, a little bit above 50%. However, these teachers have been given the resources with the new curriculum, Carnegie curriculum, and I think that it's had a big impact on helping increase these scores. And I think as they become more familiar with the curriculum and continue with the PLC process, I anticipate these scores going even higher. But overall, they're doing a great job. Our science data, again, there wasn't one area that decreased from last year. I mean, that decreased lower than last year's. Biology, over a 70% student pass rate. Chemistry had a 100% pass rate. Awesome. Now, chemistry doesn't have something to compare to because River Valley didn't offer chemistry last year. They had physical science. DE, anatomy and physiology. The teacher's awesome. He's doing great. He's got 100% of his students passing. DE biology, almost up to 100%, and environmental had some improvement too. His teachers are doing great. Our free enterprise and government teacher is actually a long-term sub, and he's came in there and made big improvements. Over 75% passing in free enterprise, about 75 in government. The only core subject class that actually reduced was our U.S. Arizona history class. And because of this, we're looking into it, obviously, and we're going to provide this teacher with more support. I've got our instructional coach going in there to help out, anything that I can do as well to give some more support so that we can get that score increased and world history increased as well. So a couple insights to take away from this. 99% of those core subject areas increased their benchmark scores from last year to this year. Students are still struggling in math and a little bit in history. However, these scores are, except for history, the scores are in math trending in the right direction, which is what we want to see. I want to also highlight a couple more positive data trends that I've noticed when preparing for this presentation. One big thing that stuck out to me, last year in the fall semester, River Valley had about 8 fights on campus. This year, it's been drastically reduced to 1, and it was pretty minimal, I would say. So with that, I think the culture on campus is changing for positivity. And I think because that culture is changing, well, kids don't want to fight. They want to behave. They want to have fun at school. And that's what we're seeing. Just today, our kids reached a 90% passing of all of their classes. So 90% of our students are passing every class on campus. And I think that's from really simplifying our intervention time, making it about getting what do the kids need to understand and get those grades up. And that's what we've done. And one more thing on our tardy sweeps. Now, what this graph shows you over there on the left, that first, those are the number of students with one time being in a tardy sweep. You see as it drops, we have that first, we have quite a few, 359 students have been caught up in these tardy sweep. But then these students are intervened, they're giving, they understand the consequences of being tardy to class and the importance of being on time, and it drops down. A second offense from the same student, 136. A third offense is 60, and a fourth offense is 43. So we're trending in the right direction. It means our kids are getting to class on time. Like I said, the culture at River Valley is changing, and it's fun to be a part of. I'll tell you that, it is fun. We held our homecoming dance in here. We had 71% of the student population come to the homecoming dance, which I've been at dances in the past. They definitely weren't that. This place was packed. That's a picture over there on the left. We held our first homecoming football game at the school. We did a huge project. Got a lot of support from the community. We're able to get a brand new scoreboard, brand new goalposts. I mean, it was the most fun night I think I've had in a long time. And so, like I said, the culture's changing for the better, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Thank you.
Excellent job.
Thank you. Any question?
So on your benchmarks, that looked really good, but
Yes, ma'am.
has the rigor improved on the question?
That's
Last year there were a lot of them at DOK level 1.
That is a great point. So we actually held a PD here at the field house where me and Miss Gianna Moore checked every teacher's or subject area benchmark questions. And so not only are the scores going up, the rigor has increased, where we have some DOK level 4 and 3 and
Good.
2 and some 1s all mixed in together.
Okay.
So, yes.
Let me ask you a question about that U.S. history.
Yes, sir.
I mean, everything's going great, but I just confused it. Just one teacher teaching that?
That would be one teacher on campus, yes, sir.
And what was the percentage of passing? It was like,
The percentage, let me go here real quick and see if I don't have the exact number right off the top of my head.
Now,
It was-
is that percentage, is that like?
So right around
like
40.
40%. That means 40% of the kids in that class are passing.
Yeah, 40% pass this benchmark test. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
I agree with you, and we're making
But I mean,
some.
all the other ones look very good, and I commend you how you turned that school around.
Yeah.
So keep up the excellent work.
Yeah, we'll keep
Thank you.
plugging away.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Great job.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Ms. Gianna Moore, would you please present Mojave High School benchmark data?
All right. Good to see you for the second time, Board President Brown. I have some quarter 1 updates for you guys. All right, so we have our English data. Last year we were scoring pretty well. We're still scoring pretty well. We've added in English AP Comp 1, so we've added that as a 5th tab for you guys to see. Our mathematics, we're still kind of struggling in the geometry, and we were struggling there last year. So we're going to work on our classroom discipline. Our sophomores have been giving us a little bit of problems. Along with that, we want to make sure that we're providing supports to our staff. But AP Pre-Calc and AP Calc have been scoring really high on their AP exams. Then we have science, and I'm not even going to kick it. Biology scored 18%. Those sophomores, we're going to be working with those teachers in PLCs and our PDs. We've already started to identify that we're struggling and it has to improve. It's not an option. It has to get better. We're kind of scoring a little bit higher everywhere else, but it was, I have no word for it.
I'll interrupt you now so you don't pass this by.
Mhm.
Is that one teacher or multiple teachers or what?
It is 2 teachers.
So that's the combined,
That is the combined passing rate.
well, that's embarrassing.
So we started to address our classroom management with them, building relationships with them, and then how are we teaching that content and how are we addressing that? And so we started to look at some reteach and how are we filling those gaps, because we see that our students aren't meeting where we need to be. We understand that the rigor has upped, but along with that, 18% is just so low that it's not even like comparable to the rest of our
I mean, you could
classes.
probably guess the answer is right and get higher than that.
So with history, our government teacher was out for the entire quarter, so we do see that that's lower. With our USAZ history, we just felt like with the questions that our rigor was upped in that area, and so that's why we're seeing lower numbers. We did identify that in our classes, we're not getting to the depth of questioning that we need to be at. We're asking very basic level questions, and what they're seeing on the benchmarks is DOK 2, 3, and 4. So as a staff, we're going to be addressing that and having more rigorous conversations and more analytical thinking within the classroom. And then we have CTE across the board is doing really good, but for this year, I'm going to be looking at these 5. Pretty much everyone's doing really well within CTE. And then we have some campus improvements to share from this quarter. We have our new marquee is out and it is up and working. It looks great. Our beach volleyball court has had upgrades, so it now has turfing around the surface for the girls, and along with a fence to keep out any stray animals and also keep the balls within the playing surface. Along with Mr. Moore, we are seeing a huge decrease in tardies on campus. So students who've had 1 is 359. It drops down drastically to 2 tardies, 3, 4, and then 5. We, our Renaissance group was even able to throw a no tardy party. So anybody who had no tardies the entire first quarter, they celebrated them for 1 class period and had 445 kids able to attend that. So almost half of our school was able to attend, and the kids were saying, I love this. This is why I want to go to school. This is why I want to get to class. We're like, great, can you also pass your classes? So the kids truly enjoyed being celebrated for their success and like just coming to school and being good citizens. We wanted to just kind of share with you from September. We had the National Jostens Student of the Month. You met her back in August or July, Zadiana. She was chosen as a National Student of the Month. And then Haley Hulam was selected for the All-State Choir, which was our first choir student that was selected. And just to share with you some things that happened in September. So we had a field day. We started High Five Thursdays. Our staff dressed up in all green for Green and Gold Day. We had what we called a club rush. So we hosted events where all the clubs were in concourse, and we tried to encourage kids to get involved, because we notice when they're involved and they're active, that's when we're seeing that they want to be here, they want to improve, they want to do good in school. We have a new band teacher this year, so during homecoming week, they went around and celebrated staff that was chosen by the band, and they played the fight song outside of that teacher's door. The students chose a faculty member of the month, and then the kids did a birthday board for October. And I'm open to questions.
Well, you answered mine about the rigor. You've worked with Mr. Moore. And I know scores are going to go down a little bit when you raise the rigor, so that could be some of those. I'm glad you're addressing.
Yes, good job, Ms. Janamore. Just for the school board's information, one nice thing about the PLC process that we've been working on the past couple of years, those benchmark exams, it's the same test given at both schools, and the tests are created by the teachers. So we can now start using this data. So for example, if you saw one test where the teachers at one school where those students maybe only did get like an 18%, but at the other school, it was in the 70s. We can now put those teachers together, and the teachers that had the good scores can explain to the teachers that had the bad scores exactly how they taught that and what strategies they used. So it's another thing we can start doing with our professional development. That's one of the advantages of the collaborative culture that we're building. Thank you. That concludes my board report. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to 1.7. I get a motion to enter into executive session.
Motion to enter into executive session.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Sorry.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed?
Madam President, your voice is very hard for me to hear. Could you modify your mic position, please?
Right there in my teeth.
Can you modify your mic position, Madam President? I'm having a very hard time hearing you.
I mean, it's right there. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Well, I hear Dr. Cardone. I hear Dr. Richard. I have a very hard time hearing Madam President. Thank you. Testing, testing. Yeah, I heard myself.
Going to reconvene back into the regular meeting. Okay, can I get a motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we proceed directing Ashley B. Rich to proceed ahead with our discussions that we had in executive session relative to state land trust and the land around the field house as discussed in executive session.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Hey, donations, 4.1. A lot of donations this month. That's great. Donation of $250 from Bob Lay to Mojave High School for the boys basketball program. Donation of $2,000 from Maurice Trudell to Mojave High School for the boys basketball program. Donation of $1,000 from Phoenix Cancer Institute to Mojave High School for the Renaissance Club. Donation of $100 from Fry's number 3 LLC to River Valley High School for the junior class. $300 from Redmond Construction to River Valley High School for the construction club. $550 from Mojave Valley United Methodist Church to River Valley High School and Mojave High School for the McKinney-Vento program. Donation of $100 from Danny Goodwin to River Valley High School for the FCCLA program. Donation of Coast Guard cap device and hat case valued at $97.24 from Chief Christopher Crawford to the Air Force ROTC program. Donation of Air Force cap and cap device valued at $63 from Chief Christopher Crawford to the Air Force ROTC program. Donation of $600 from Brian Hunter to River Valley High School for baseball equipment, uniforms, and travel. Donation of $100 from Fontenot Law Offices of Lanowski and Fontenot to River Valley High School for baseball equipment, uniforms, and travel. $1,600 from Longhorn Electric to River Valley High School for baseball equipment, uniforms, and travel. Donation of $30 from Nicola and Robert O'Connor to River Valley High School for FCCLA culinary. Donation of $100 from Ariel's Mexican Restaurant to River Valley High School for baseball equipment, uniforms, and travel. $1,000 from Premier Executives Real Estate to River Valley High School for baseball equipment, uniforms, and travel. Donation of $100 from Pioneer Title Agency to River Valley High School for baseball equipment, uniforms, and travel. Donation of $267 from River Valley High School Booster Club to River Valley High School for the football program. Donation of $267 from River Valley Booster Club to River Valley High School for the girls basketball program. Donation of $1,058 from River Valley Booster Club to River Valley High School for the girls flag football program. And that is good. Can I get a motion to approve writing thank you letters to our donors?
Motion to approve thank you letter.
Second.
Hey, excuse me. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, we are to the consent agenda. And we are going to pull 5.7. Is there anything else that needs to be pulled? Okay, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Madam President, I think the motion should include to table 5.7 till the next meeting.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda minus 5.7?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda and table 5.7.
Okay, all in favor?
Second.
Oh, sorry. Keep jumping the gun. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hey, we are 6.1, discussion and possible action on MHS ROTC trip to Aquarius Casino Resort, Laughlin, Nevada.
Mr. Janamore? Go ahead, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Major Rob Lively. I'm the Senior Aerospace Science Instructor for Air Force ROTC at Mojave. This opportunity has come to us by name request from the Laughlin Chamber of Commerce. They're asking for color guard and a formal color guard as well as a POW MIA tribute for those we've lost. That night, the cadets will perform that. Those two options: color guard, the POW MIA table, and they'll also act as escort team for the nominees for the Community Achievement Award. And then they'll stick around. They've been invited to stay around for the night. The reason why we want to do this is we like to do all of our community service like everywhere we can on the map, and this is just another one. This serves the tri-state area. It's a big one. It's a formal one for us. We try to do one formal full service dress event community service wise every semester, and this allows us to check that off for this semester. In addition to that, it helps us strengthen our ties and again hit the map as much as we can, and we like to honor the by name request to support them there. Any questions?
Sounds like a great idea.
Oh, that's good. Okay, can I get a motion?
Make a motion to accept 6.1 as stated.
Okay, it's been motioned and seconded. All in approval?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, 6.2.
Mr. Cook?
Cook. I've taught at Mojave. This is my 25th year, and I'm seeking approval for a school trip to Japan. This trip is the first 5 nights is focused on STEM, science, technology, engineering, museums in Tokyo, and then the other 2 nights focus on the arts and music in Kyoto.
Assuming this is during spring break of,
Yes, yeah, it'll be completely in spring.
How many students you anticipate participating?
Somewhere around 10 is what I'm, 10, 12.
I'll make a motion to approve the trip.
Second.
okay, it has been moved and seconded. All in approval?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Okay, 6.3, discussion and possible action on MHS Renaissance student trip to Jostens Renaissance Conference, Orlando, Florida, June 13th through the 17th of 26. Dr. Richards? Oh,
I got you. I'm speaking on behalf of Renaissance tonight. So the Jostens Conference is our national conference that's held in Orlando this year. The conference will support our Renaissance group. It includes a leadership conference, special speakers, and provides the students and staff with new ideas and ways to implement a positive change in our school culture. We are asking for your approval to go on this trip, so a possibility of maybe 2 to 3 students can start fundraising, and we should know in a few months if they'll be able to attend next year. Well, next summer.
So you said 2 to 3?
Yeah, so we have a lot of seniors right now, so we're going to be encouraging our underclassmen. We only have 12 students within it right now, so we're trying to get those underclassmen to get those leadership skills.
Any other discussion?
I'll make a motion to approve the trip to Florida.
Second.
Okay, it's been the motion and approved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. 6.4, discussion and possible action on MHS Montserrat Cellular's field trip to the Laughlin River Lodge to enhance learning of life and social skills on October 30th.
Good evening, Madam President and board members. My name is Montserrat Cuellar. I am the Interact Advisor for Mojave High School. And I'm back again tonight this year to talk about our annual special needs bowling trip. I have my president for this year, Ms. Kidao.
I would like to thank you for your time and consideration tonight. And my name is Cassidy Alvarez. I'm the current Mojave Interact president. And Interact Club is dedicated to serving our community and making a positive impact in the lives of the people around us. Whether it's picking up trash along Highway 95 or painting faded lines around the school campus, Mojave Interact is always eager to volunteer. And with over 80 members, we are very passionate about our school and community and putting the best into everything we do. One of our most beloved annual service projects is our Halloween bowling event in partnership with the Special Education Department at Mojave. Every year on the Thursday before Halloween, we take about 30 of our active members, along with the students from the Special Education Department, to River Lodge's Strike Bowling Alley. Members and students alike come dressed in Halloween costumes to boost Halloween spirit and enjoy the bowling alley together. This event is something that the club looks forward to every year, as not only is it an excuse to get out of class, but it also boosts Halloween spirit, makes new connections, spread kindness, and boosts school morale. Tonight, I'm here to respectfully request your approval for us to once again host this event at the River Lodge Bowling Alley. Your support would mean a great deal to our club and would help us to continue this meaningful tradition. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any discussion?
I make a motion we accept 6.4.
Second.
Second.
Well presented.
Hey, it has been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, no opposing. Okay, 6.5, discussion and possible action, addition to dual enrollment policy to include advanced placement. Dr. Richards?
Madam President, members of the board, we have this policy where we provided a stipend for teachers who met the dual enrollment requirements and incentivized those teachers to make sure our students did well in the dual enrollment class and earned college credit. It was very successful. I believe we had 3 teachers last year that got enough students to be in the dual enrollment class and pass the class. So it was a success. And so we would like to add into that policy a similar function for advanced placement. We're trying to grow our advanced placement opportunities, recruit more students into advanced placement courses, but more importantly, make sure the students pass the advanced placement test, which can be very difficult. So this would be a merit-based system where teachers who recruit students into an AP course and also ensure that they score a 3, 4, or 5 on the exam would get a stipend at the end of the year should they meet certain metrics. So the recommendation is to approve this policy.
Okay, my one question is, I think this is a great idea, but I got thinking about the differences between AP and DC, and are we going to have a specific criteria for AP and one for DC? Because they're going to be, is there enough different? I was thinking over the weekend, how are we going to balance those to get the, can we come up with a criteria for both that you could hand
Yes,
out to
there
teachers?
currently is a criteria for the dual enrollment.
Mhm.
I believe they have to have at least 24 students pass the class in order to get the stipend. And we've talked about for the advanced placement, they would have to have at least 10 students in that section get a 3, 4, or a 5, which is a pretty difficult task.
That is, especially when the AP, every course is a different percentage that equals a 3 or a 4 or a 5. So they have,
Yes.
so over the weekend I was thinking about this and wondering, how are we going to make this equal
Mhm.
for both groups?
Yeah, and it's really not equal when you consider the fact that the advanced placement credit is much more transferable across the nation than a community college course. So when it's kind of comparing apples to oranges, the AP is much more rigorous. It's much more widely accepted. Even some Ivy League schools accept AP passing exam like a 4 or 5 for college credit. So it is a lot more rigorous.
So you'll have a criteria for each that you can hand out to the teachers,
Yes, ma'am.
principals to give teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
When you say 24 students pass, what is passing? What percentage?
I think the college passing rate is a D, 60%, I believe.
Okay, so you're going with college, so D or better.
Right. I believe so. Now, I'll have to get back to you on the exact language of what we require.
Well, I mean, as long
Yeah.
as the teachers would know before
Yes.
they sign up for it,
Absolutely.
they know
Yes.
how to get their stipend.
Yes, they
and
do.
all that fun
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, check on that because I thought they didn't get the college credit unless they had a C or better. But
Yeah.
check.
Yes, we can. I can get back to the board on that.
Yeah.
I make a motion, we pass 6.5.
Second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, 6.6, discussion and possible action, Mojave College practices and CRUHSD exploration of different post-secondary options for our high school students. Dr. Richards?
Yes, Madam President, this is on the agenda. We've had some staff in our district, parents and students, just express different concerns about Mojave College. And so we feel a need to just offer more options to our students. One of those options can be Glendale Community Grand Canyon University, and we are setting up a program with them where our students can take a online course with Grand Canyon University, should they so choose. And we just wanted to let the board know that that's something we would like to pursue, and just because of some of the issues that we've had.
What are some of the issues? Because I've heard a bunch of things, and I just want to see what exactly happened with some of these things. Like, I heard that maybe some of our employees were being pressured by the community college, or now the college, to kind of, in some recruiting effort, to try to bring our students to Mojave College. Is there any truth to that?
There have been comments made, my understanding is, by Mojave employees kind of telling our employees, you need to get our numbers up. You need to recruit more kids to our school, which I feel like this district has done a good job with that, but I don't think it's the place for their employees to put pressure on our employees. It's their job to recruit students to their school.
Is it pretty lucrative for them to, what's the amount of money that they would have made from, say, our students last year or some other year?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's something called footsie money, and essentially Mojave Community College received over $900,000 in this footsie money last year, and the district's percentage of that was 0. Now, I'm not an expert in how that works, but I've worked with several different community colleges in my career, and I've never been in a scenario where the school district didn't get some money back from footsie. So that's just interesting to me. And another concern was we were told that we would have to put our students in the online classes with adults, which is something we do not want to do. We don't want 15 and 16-year-olds in an online course with adults who We don't know what their background is. So we're not amicable to that. Those are some of the issues.
So that means there'd be some adult learner, it could be some 40-year-old guy that's in class with them online.
That is a possibility, yes.
Uh-huh.
But this isn't going to affect our, excuse me, our CTE classes and our concurrent enrollment for those, is it?
No, I mean, we
This
will
is
still, this is
Okay.
an opportunity for our students may still attend Mojave College, but, we're all about school choice in this community. So I don't think that Mojave College should have a monopoly. Our students should have the choice to attend other colleges and other programs as well.
No, I think it's a great idea. I mean, what I also heard, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, that some of these teachers at Mojave College were mocking our president, and I guess they were mocking some of the students for expressing their Christian faith. Is that correct?
We did receive some reports that students felt uncomfortable by some of the political comments and speeches that some of the Mojave College professors were making, derogatory towards the President of the United States and towards Christianity.
Well, they have the right to free speech, but we have the right to go to Grand Canyon University too. So I think that's great. You reached out to them, and maybe if Mojave College cleans up some of these things, we can revisit that. But I think it's a great idea going to Grand Canyon University.
Well, that's just going to be another option. We'll still have our kids that can go to Mojave College if they want to, right?
Yeah, and another issue is there was a staff meeting last spring where some of the employees were criticizing this board's approved grading practices for our students. And what I heard is they were real nasty and unprofessional towards our staff. And our position was, that's our grading policy is approved by our school board. And they were kind of sort of almost bullying our staff about our grading practices.
Please bring some of the names so we can share that with the public.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Have you reached out to the new president of Mojave College to express your concerns about all this that is going on? So
I've brought up my concerns to their administration in the past, and to be quite frank, the greed and the avarice of the elites in this community, which includes them, is pretty breathtaking. And it's very difficult to get them to understand our position and where we're coming from.
Well, I think with a new president that we need to address it with
Yeah.
them.
And I'll be happy to sit down with their new president. Hopefully they get one.
And maybe they could come and, answer some of these grievances that have been brought to our attention, or, just forget it and let's go to Grand Canyon University.
Sure.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, do I have a motion?
Yes, I make a motion that we accept 6.6 and explore other options and go to other universities.
Is there a second? Second. Okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. 6.7, discussion and possible action, FY25 annual financial report.
All right, Ms. Moore.
Madam President, members of the board, thank you for being here tonight. I'm here to present the fiscal year annual financial report. This year, the district operated within budget limits. With a carry forward of $2 million in the M&O fund, $900,000 in the classroom site fund, and $1 million in the capital fund. The field house and food service funds have been carrying a negative balance for many years, and this year we have used the general fund to cover those deficits to comply with state statute. Our average staff salary is $61,000 approximately. This reflects an updated calculation that included our classroom site fund. Our cash control funds are now in the positive in accordance with the state requirements. We also identified miscoded revenues and expenditures from fiscal year 22 through 24. And once the corrections are processed, we anticipate recovering approximately $1 million in budget balance carry forward. Overall, the AFR shows that the district is managing its finances responsibly following state laws and addressing prior reporting issues, which supports continued financial or fiscal stability. I recommend the board approve the fiscal year 25 AFR as presented. Any questions?
There's been no increase in taxes to the taxpayers at all?
No, this one doesn't affect the tax rate. This is
Okay.
just the end of the year report.
Sounds good. I'll make a motion, we approve.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Good, since that's due, what, Wednesday? All right. Time and date for the next meeting. We're looking at November 10th.
Fine with me.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
good. Good with me.
Fine with me as well.
Okay. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Then a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.